I don't recall exactly when this next event took place, but my guess is that it must have taken place in the springtime of 1999, and it must have been in mid-April. I remember it was in the evening. Mom was downstairs in the kitchen talking to someone on the phone, and I was upstairs in my bedroom, door shut, sitting on my floor, reading through my diaries. I was bored and had nothing better to do, and so reading through my diaries gave me some entertainment. It was just random diaries from my past. Example, 1994 through 1998. I was reading about my junior high years and a little bit of my high school years until I got to the date when I had found out Grandpa died. March 10th, 1998. Grandpa Ray loved life. He was a great man, loving his family and his kitty Ben. I never gotten the chance to tell him one last time how much I loved him. This is when I felt regret come to me after reading that. It was true. I didn't say goodbye, insisting to Mom that night on March 9th, 1998, to go to his house. Why didn't I do that? I wondered to myself. He would still be alive today if I had insisted to go visit him that night. An image came into my head. Me, a little girl in 2 ponytails in my hair, hugging my hero, Grandpa Ray. I'm never gonna have that in my never have his hugs and feel back on how much he loves me in those hugs of his. At this moment, I had thought of a plan that would have me feel his love again in those hugs of his. Let's just say that I had thought of suicide, thought of ways to kill myself, but every option I had thought of, I had to scratch it away. If I take pills, for an example, Mom would find me, bring me to the hospital where the doctors would pump out my stomach. I can't recall other options I had thought of in my mind, but I remember scratching them off as soon as I thought that it may not work, like how the taking pills wouldn't work. I don't recall what made me look over to the other side of the floor where my other diaries were laid around, but looking at the notebook, I noticed it was open to a Pacific date. Reaching over and grabbed the notebook, I looked it over. The date of the diary entry was titled April 27th, 1997. I had read through the I had read through that entry, and after, when I was done, I broke down into tears again. I can't kill myself. If I do that, then how would I keep my promise to Austin? My promise to love him for as long as I live. Yes, your eyes aren't fooling you. A small child by the name of Austin Alex has saved my life, made me change my mind. This is why, in the letter I had wrote to him, I had said I wouldn't know where I'd be without you in my world. You wouldn't know how to explain this to a family member of yours that you love that is like an Austin's, you know. Now, would you? This is why I had told him that Christmas I did not know how to start out my bonus letter to him. Can you imagine starting off a letter? Yeah, you saved me from killing myself. This is why I love you so much. I don't think suicide would have been a good option for my sadness and regret I had in my heart for my Grandpa Raymond. In fact, I think it's a selfish act to do. You have a lot of people that love you and care about you. They all would be heartbroken if he would commit suicide. Please, I beg you, do not think of suicide. Who knows, you could be someone's Austin or Grandpa Raymond to them. If you're thinking of suicide being an option, a final way to resolve your problems or feelings, please call the suicide hotline, 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-84255. That's the end of chapter 6. What do you think? Tired.